Good evening and welcome to Granada Reports. Scientists in Liverpool are warning that the government's decision to reduce foreign aid spending has put research into diseases like coronavirus at risk. Ministers say the cut to the budget for overseas development is necessary because of how much public money has been spent during the pandemic. But researchers warn it could hamper our response to the new emerging diseases. Our political correspondent Hannah Miller reports.
At Liverpool University, researchers look for ways to prevent emerging infections before their effect becomes possible to see. But government funding for a £7 million programme to study diseases that spread from animals to humans in Africa has recently been cut.
It's terrible for our reputation as researchers to suddenly say, oh, we're going to pack up and go home, we're not interested in this area anymore. And I think this is why people are so upset and angry about this. We are leaders in this area nationally and internationally. Our global health research, our infection research employs people across the city, and it's a real kick in the teeth to find that funding is being withdrawn.
The coronavirus that swept the world is thought to have come to humans from animals, the kind of transmission this research tries to prevent. But despite commitments to science,
we're making this country a scientific superpower with almost £15 billion of funding for research and development.
The Chancellor says he has to make tough choices, which include temporarily cutting the overseas aid budget by 0.2%.
When people hear about cuts in overseas aid, what people think about is sacks of rice being dropped out of helicopters, and they don't think that really affects them. But it's really important that people understand that we live in a very interconnected world. What happens in China can affect all of us in Europe and in the UK within a matter of weeks. Now, if you knew that actually by spending money on research in collaboration with overseas partners, that would protect us from the next pandemic, I think everybody would recognise that that is a worthwhile investment.
The government says scientists have access to more public funding than ever before. But projects like this one, which aims to save lives, are now fighting for their own survival. Hannah Miller, ITV News.